Hello and welcome back to Your Darts, where we learn to do dart checkouts in our head. Okay, so we're going to continue on this journey of the Golden 44 and we are on number 71. So today I'm going to cover the 2-dart finish for 71. I'm going to go through the 4 hours of practice, including practicing for the miss, show you how to cancel it down, and I'll give you an alternate finish. So on to number 71. Okay, so guys and gals, be prepared. These get a bit harder. The previous videos where I went through the 60 numbers, the first dart had an indication because it ran with the numbers like 64 was treble 14, 65 was treble 15 and so on. These numbers don't do that. So you really need to know your treble values. Okay, the inner ring, obviously the treble values. Learn them, the 8 essential trebles that I said in one of my very first videos. You need to know them instantly. And in this case, when I approach 71, I know that treble value of treble 17 is 51. I just know it. So it's not hard to realize that you need another 20 more to make it 71. So treble 17, double 10. Okay. Now if you miss treble 17 and hit big 17, it leaves 54. And the way to do that is literally would be to take 20 off 71, which would be 51. And because it's 17 we're taking off, not 20, you add 3 more on. Okay. So it would be 51, 2, 3, 4, 54. Now, again, that might seem laborious. You won't always have to do that just until you know what it is. And it's also a good way to just double check, am I actually getting that right? You take it off. That's how I take it off. I take it off for multiples of 20 and add on the difference, okay? But before you know it, when you actually do the 4 rounds of practice and keep practicing these, it just kind of rolls off your tongue, treble 17, double 10. If you hit 17, it leaves 54. Okay, you just kind of hear your own voice, you know, you hear yourself saying it, so it becomes easy. Trust me, I learned it. You can do it too. Okay, so it would be treble 17 for double 10. Okay, now an alternate finish, not really an alternate finish at all. It's probably one of the most common ways to take this out. I just like to finish on 10s, but most people who like to finish on 16s will go treble 13, which is 39, leaving 32, so double 16. And again, there's no real picture on here. You can almost say the picture could be, they're not quite on the same spoke. If it was on the same, this is the same spoke here, isn't it? So I like to come up with a link if possible, and there's not really a link here, but it's like a little bent spoke. Again, that's probably a pathetic link. Anyone got a better link, let us know. But treble 13, double 16, okay, that's how I would picture that one. And the miss rule on this one, so we aim for treble 13, missed it, hit big 13, it leaves 58. Okay, and 2-dart finish for 58 is big 18 for double 20. And a little bonus here, which is quite good to know, is if you're aiming for the big 18 to go for double 20 and you hit, so you're aiming for big 18 and you hit treble 18, which is 54, your total is 58 here, so it would leave 4. So you've got an extra shot out, and another second chance to go for double 2. So that's also probably why a lot of people go that way. But I don't go that way because I'm working on this area of the board, but it's not my strong area. Anyway, so that pretty much covers number 71. Okay, so the 4 rounds of practice, round 1, you say the number and you state the first treble that is needed. And now this is where it's the first time on these numbers. Previous numbers were the 60 numbers, and the first treble was always indicated by the number. This is the first time you actually have to think about it. How am I going? What am I doing? So I would go 71 is treble 17. I know a lot of people out there will go 71 treble 13. Round 2, you state the total that is left. So 71 treble 17 leaves 20. 71 treble 13 leaves 32. Round 3, you state the double that you need. So 71 treble 17 leaves 20, double 10. Or treble 13 leaves 32, double 16. So round 4, you state what is left if you miss the first treble but you hit the big number. So this practicing for the miss that I like to call it. So 71 treble 17 leaves 20, double 10. If you hit 17, it leaves 54. And I got 54 by literally taking 20 off 71 and adding 3 more on. Okay, and that's 54. And 71 treble 13 leaves 32, double 16. If you hit 13, it leaves 58. And you can also cancel that down and walk with that and go, so that would be 18 tops. And remember what I said on the previous slide, when we went through the number, you can go, if you hit treble 18, it leaves it leaves 4, double 2, because it actually is a reality. So you need to practice it. So if you approach that and you get to that in actual game, you're not thinking about it, you absolutely know what it is. Okay, so how to simplify and cancel down. So 71 is treble 17, leaves 20, double 10. If you hit 17, it leaves 54. Of course, you can always leave the second round out, which is the leaves bit. So as long as you know it leaves 20, you don't have to practice it, I guess. And well, I certainly don't. So I know it's treble 17, double 10. Okay, that's how I practice that. But I always say, if you hit 17, it leaves 54. Just because I need to know if I'm hitting that big 17, that I'm going for 54. And of course, 54 would be big 14, double 20. Okay, so that's my process, how I practice that. And 71 treble 13 leaves 32, double 16. You can cancel that down by, again, leaving out the second round. So it's 71 treble 13, double 16. If you hit 13, it leaves 58. But I would continue to say 58. So single 18, double top. If I hit treble 18, it leaves 4, double 2. So just keep cancelling that down, okay? Or it would be, if you hit the big 18, of course, it would be double 20. So coming next time, we shall be continuing with the Golden 44, number 72. Thanks so much for watching. Take care for now.